Hey guys, good morning. It's Jeannine with JCC Greater Boston, and today we're going to be doing total body conditioning with an emphasis on core strengthening. So a lot of times I will say to my clients that it's not just necessarily doing the exercise and making sure you get that exercise in that specific workout, but it's understanding what muscles are working to get that movement done. So we'll be reflecting on that a little bit through class today. All I need from you is a towel. I have a sort of a larger hand towel, and I got a set of light weights. They're 3 pounds each. You could probably use a couple like cans of soup or whatever, and that would be perfectly awesome to modify with. And we're going to start with just a little warm up. So I want to just get the joints moving. We're going to squat down and reach up. And coming down, reaching for the floor and up. I only want you guys reaching down as far as you can keep your head higher than your heart. All right, I don't want any head hanging down and back rounding to get to the floor. So let's do 6. Feels good. 4, nice and tall on that reach. 3, 2, and 1. Now hinging, little tiny step up. It's like you drop something on the floor. You're just going to pick it up and return. Again, head above the heart, staying on the same side. A few more. It's just a great warm up, guys. Simple, but it gets the job done. Other side. And down, down. Beautiful. Couple more. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Shake it out. We're going to step back into lunge. Make sure you continue to have that hip width space. I see this a lot, and then people are wondering, like, oh, they're freaking out. So keep that hip width space, and you'll remain more stable, and everything will be in alignment. We're going to sink in. I'm tall. Position of that front knee should not pass the footprint. So you want to stay ear over the shoulder, shoulder over the hip, and down and up. Arms out at your side if you want, or on the hips for balance. 6, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. And step in, shake it out. Let's do the other side. Stepping back, heel up, hip width apart. Watch the front knee, arms out, down and up. Feeling that little stretch right here. Feels really nice. 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. And step in. Beautiful. I'm going to have you guys grab your towel. Also, water at the ready. Drink whenever you need a break. All right, we've talked about this a little bit before. The shoulders and the hips, they're going to work to stabilize us through movement. And it's going to keep all of this stuff really clean and protected. So what I'm going to do is we kind of stabilize the hips more often in classes. We talk about that. I want to stabilize the lats. So I want to have you hold the towel about shoulder width. And I'm just going to put a little bit of tension on there. I'm not trying to rip the fabric apart or anything. When you add that tension, the chest should lift, shoulder blades pull down into the back pocket, and now those lats are stable. They're going to work with the opposing glutes to help our movements stay smooth and efficient. All right, so here I want to add this to the squat down, reach up, down and up, keeping that little pull, working on range of motion at the top. All right, 6 feels nice. 5, 4, shoulders stay down. 3, good. 2, and 1. Beautiful. Hold that towel out in front, and I want to put the feet closer together, and I want to lift and lift, lift. Now, with the hip stability in this exercise, make sure as we get tired, we don't sit into that supporting leg. Also, I don't want us to hip hike this using the wrong muscle. We're not using the correct muscle there. We're using the quadratus lumborum. That's not good. We want to make sure everything stays in alignment. So we're going to do 10 more. However many you've done, add 10. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. We're going to step back into that lunge, and I'm going to take the towel to the hip. I'm going to bring the towel back front and lift the knee. Stabilize there. Step back to the hip. Forward, lift, and return. Lift, back, 2 more, 2. Face follows the hands, added balance. Beautiful. Now holding here, let's chop up. Now I want you guys to notice that my hands stay horizontal to one another. So I'm not changing this line at all. It's horizontal and up. Slight tension, and that's going to ensure the stability of that torso. I don't want to bend or twist. I want to stabilize. 1 more after this. Beautiful. And 1. Nice. And step in. And shake it out. Yep. All right. That felt good. We're going to do the other side. Yes, we are. But first, we're going to do push-ups. So I want you guys to hit the floor, and you're going to give me 10 push-ups. You can do this on the knees, or you can do it on the toes. If y'all choose to do it on the knees, do me a favor, keep the feet down. Ten of them. Head up, belly button up. Last one. Walk the hands to the feet, heels come down, and stand up tall. Grabbing the towel, you got to do the other side. So, lats turned on, shoulder, slight pull apart, stabilize the hips, belly button in, lower lift. 15. Keep focused. Think about those shoulders, think about those hips. They are stable. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lunge back, hip width, right? We got that spacing. Here. Back up. Lift. And here. 4. 3. Don't rush, guys. 2, be in control. You are the boss. 1 more. Hold down. And here to here. 7. 7. Again, we got that horizontal line. 6, 5, 4, watching that front knee, staying tall. 3, 2, and 1, and 1. Beautiful, and step on in. Awesome, guys. Grab for me your light weights. Again, take water anytime you need it. Awesome. All right, so I got my 3 pounds. Soup cans work. Empty hands are fine too. Definitely. All right, here's what I want to do. We're going to do a squat to a side leg lift. All right, so got my 3 pound weights. I'm going to squat down, back, straight, stand, and lift. Squat, tall, no leaning. Control. 8, 7, 7. No hip hiking, right? 6. Torso stays tall. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Now I'm going to change this a little. Down, up. Oh, it's different. 9, 8, 7. Nice strong back. 6, 5. No swinging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. All right, shake that out. We're going to hinge at the hip, keeping that back nice and strong. Chest stays lifted. We're going to do reverse flies. Arms are down, gravity is working here, right? It's pulling our arms straight down. Softness to the elbows will remain. And lift. Strengthening mid and upper back. Great posture exercise. Little pause at the top. 10, 9. Don't swing these guys. 8. Empty-handed with this is really effective also. Just contract right there. 5 here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. And standing tall there. Excellent. We're going to do a second set of the squat to side leg lifts, but I'm going to reverse the arms. So for this side, squat side leg lift, we're going to be lifting the arms here, and for this side, we'll be doing to the side. So let's do 10. We got it. 10, 9, push into the floor with that supporting leg. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now other leg, arms to the side. 10, 9, don't hoist up those shoulders. 8, 7, core strong, keep that belly button pulled in. Focus. 6, think about what's working. Lots. 5, 4, 3, some pump. It's loud, huh? 1 more. Down. Beautiful. Shaking that out from there. How'd that feel? Awesome. Excellent. Still have those light weights. We're going to work with right angles here. So again, shoulders are down. We're here like this. I want to do a curtsy and an open up at the bottom. So we're going to stay on one side. If curtsies bother your hips, you can replace it with a lunge back, just the same lunge back we've done prior in the last couple exercises. So if this bothers the hip, then you're going to come down to here. All right, so arms are up, 90 degrees. Keep an eye on those shoulders. Don't let them hoist up. And we're lifting, and we're gonna curtsy, come up, and open, and up. Again, empty hands is fine here. Open and up. Lightweight movements, guys. Don't be a hero. Nothing more than the 3s I got. Two more. Beautiful. Take that leg, place it behind, tiptoe on the ground. All right? We're gonna go rear raises, both arms, loaded on this. This leg could be up, but we're gonna keep the toe down. 10, hips and shoulders are square. 9, really feeling that right glute. 8, focus upper body right here. 7, 6, 5, nice. 4, 3, pushing into that foot. 2, and 1. Come back to lunge position. Get a nice stretch here. And bicep, press, down, down. Sink, press, reset. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and in. Beautiful. Before we switch sides and do all that whole process on the other side, we're going to come down for plank, and you can keep your weights handy. Grab water if you need it. It's kind of warm, it's gotten humid. All right, 3-pound weights or cans, coming down. We're gonna do bear crawls prep. So this is gonna be all engaging right here. I'll come to the side so you can see what's happening. All right, you can do this without the weights or with the weights, it's up to you. So you're here, hands are beneath the shoulders, pushing away into the floor. Knees are beneath the hips, toes are curled under. Now what I'm gonna do to prep for this is I'm just gonna press my toes into the ground, lifting my knees up, but we're only talking about 1 inch to 2 inches max. And then I want you guys to just hold there. All right, so push the toes down and lift, hold. 10, 9, belly button up. 8, 7, 6, 5, stable guys. 4, you got this. 3, 2, and 1. Come on down, and let's sit that child pose. Beautiful. Now, next thing I'm gonna do, weights can go off to the side still, is we're gonna come back to that bear crawl position, and I'm going to move this foot a tiny little bit in front and behind the other one. This is not huge ranges of motion to create momentum to get us through the set. This is very little that we have to control. So, toes curl under, lift those knees, they remain. Left leg, a little bit up, a little bit back. 9, stabilize your hips, push into the hands, stabilize the shoulders. 5, 4, 3, quad city, 2, 1, and down. Child pose. Next leg. So I know, guys, I know. I'm with you. I'm totally with you. So set it up, curl the toes under, lift the knees, little up, little back. 9, 8, 7, don't let that hip move. 6, should not drop. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Nice. All right. Pushing back, heels come down, little spine stretch up. Circle the shoulders, get your light weights back, and we gotta get ready for that whole, oh, what did we do on that first side again? Oh, I hope I remember. I think I will. All right, so we are going to be here. This is not a lot of weight, guys, 3 pounds. Again, if it's too much, put the weights down and keep the arms. Arms have heft. We're here, we curtsy, curtsy, open, in. Core. So with the arms like this, we've lengthened the lever of our core. All right, so our trunk is now longer and we have more to brace. So weight or no weight, we've done that. So we've already added extra core stabilization degrees of difficulty with the arm position. A couple more. Anytime we lengthen a lever, it progresses the exercise. Right, one more. Beautiful. Leg tippy toe right here. Now, square those hips. This is core strength too. This is all core strength. Shoulders and hips remain stable. So there should be no weight on that back, but I still don't want, you know what I mean? And I also don't want this, which is the easiest way to modify. So I want to keep those hips square. Tippy toe, no weight on it. 10, 9, feeling that foot beneath you. 8, whole of the foot, the ball and the heel and the toes. 6, shoulders stay down. Make those arms as long as you can. 5, 4, little pause at the top. 3, how's that supporting leg feeling? And 1. And this feels good here. So get your hip space, right? Don't want to be tight ropey. So we're going to get our hip space. Back heels up. Watch the knee in the front. And down. Press. 10. Feels good on that right hip. A little stretch there. 9. 8. 7. 6. Don't swing that bicep curl. 5. You the boss. 4. Awesome, guys. Let's do it. 3. 2. And 1. And 1. Excellent. All right, I hate to tell you this. We got to come back down to the floor and we're going to do the bear crawls, but we're going to be using the hands this time. So it's similar. Hands are beneath the shoulders, one hand up and back. Again, not looking for big travels. Really small here, 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 here. 10 times, rest. Other side. Knees do not come up further. Really be aware, like we talked about in the beginning. Let's get some water, come down and do it. Water, I can validate as a, let's put this off a moment. All right. We want to get into this because this is going to be fun. It's going to be fun down here. All right. Hands beneath the shoulders. Okay. Can you see my hands? I think that's better. Okay. So, knees beneath the hips, toes curled behind you. All right. Belly button up, bracing. All right. Supporting the spine. Push into the feet. Let's do the left arm first. Watch the shoulders. Don't let them drop. 9, 8, 7. Push into the toes. Stabilize. 6, 5. Push into that right arm. 4. Push that floor down. 3, 2, 1, and down. Ooh, that's tougher than the leg, I think. Child's pose. Nice. All right, back up. Hands. Curl the toes under. And knees up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Oh, we're doing the hands. Oh, darn it. 10. Oh, guys, you got to just do it again. I'm sorry. 8. I was thinking that's so easy. I'm so stable on this side. Oh, now I'm just hoping for 10 to end. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, yeah. See, the instructor does extra by mistake, and you guys all have to suffer it. That's not fair, but that's the way it is. All right, beautiful. Let's grab our towel again. So, I'm gonna do the prep for deadlift. I know everybody watching has probably deadlifted a gazillion times. I don't need no prep. Grab the, weights, squeeze the shoulder blades back and down. It's not, just wanna make sure that we're doing it as strongly and efficiently as we can. And we gotta get those lats involved. So, that's what we gotta think about. Same thing we talked about. Gotta think about what's happening so we can do it better. How does it feel? How does it look? What's going on, right? What am I using? So again, we're here. Engage those lats. Chest lifts when I do that. Elbows aim behind, but I'm gonna let my arms stay long and keep that tension on. And hinging at the hip, strong back, stand tall, right? Head in line with the spine. Down, I got the hammy stretch at the bottom, and I'm engaging. Those lats working with those glutes, keeping my torso protected, my low back protected, so that I can lift heavy stuff. Couple more. Down, just to feel how it feels, right? Now we know, hey, we can really turn on that upper body to help protect that lower body, and that's important, right? So, if you got a heavier weight, go for it. I'm gonna do towel, one weight. So, whatever weight you wanna use, all I got are the 3s. But if at home you have something heavier, I'd go to 15s with this if I had them. It'll work. If you're used to it, it's a strong exercise, so you can use a heavier weight on this. So, but we're gonna start the same way. You gotta still follow the same little setup. So, I got the weight in my right hand. I'm adding my lat engagement, my chest lifts, right? And feet about hip width apart, toes forward. And I'm gonna come down for 2. So I'm weighted on one side. I don't wanna know by looking at the shoulders that you got whatever weight you got in one hand. It's gotta stay even. All right, so that's part of it, anti-rotation happening. Down for 2, 8, 7, a little apart, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's come to the bottom, and you're going to give me bent over rows. Keep the tension on the towel, and we're sticking with that one weight. Don't show me with your shoulders that you're unevenly weighted. 10, 9, 8, no death grips. 7, just a gentle pull apart and a upright or a bent over row. 6, 5, I'm in those heels. 4, back stays strong. 3, 2, 1, and up. Now I'm going to keep everything. I want to do reverse bicep curls. So palms face down, keep the tension on the towel. 10. Now I would not do this with 15s. 9. So you might want to go back to a lighter weight on that one. 4, unless you really like doing reverse bicep curls with 15s and the towel tension. And if that's the case, then you go for it. Just keep those elbows in. Everything sturdy. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, I'm keeping this, all right? We're not done yet. The weight in this hand is gonna be this leg that steps back. All right, so we're coming back to lunge. We'll do it all on the other side, don't worry. So, tension on the towel. Now, this is also a situation where light weight is gonna make a big difference. This is gonna be kind of sucky and surprisingly difficult. With this 3-pound weight, I can already feel this is gonna be a task. It's gonna be awesome. All right, so keep that towel pulled. Shoulders pull down into the back pockets. And I'm gonna go here, gonna keep my levers long, my arms are long, my elbows are soft, and I'm gonna come all the way up. All I've added is 3 pounds in one hand, and it's already so much more difficult than it was before. And do you guys remember why that is? Why is that? What happened when we did those curtsies with the elbows bent? So I'm lengthening my torso right here, right? With weight. So that's more that my spine has to stabilize. So we got all these erectors that run up either side. 2 more. And then we have all these multifidi there, like little stitches going in and out. And they're all responsible for stabilizing. All right, come in, shake it out. All right, taking this, other hand. All right, I don't know, you gotta figure out how it's most comfortable to hold because it's kind of weird. It's weird. All right, so I'm there, okay? First thing you're gonna show me is those deadlifts, right? So establish, no shoulder's gonna be a giveaway. And again, we can go a little heavier with the weight on this if you guys want. Keep that tension, pull apart, strong back, tall at the top, and hinge. Down for 2, up. 8 here, 8, 7, 6, squeeze of the butt right there, 5, 4, good, 3, 2, 1, come down, hold, and you're gonna give me those bent over rows. Keep your tension. 11, 10, that was exciting. 9, 8, 7, 6, belly button in, strong back. 5, 4, keep that chest lifted, lats, right? 3, lats and glutes. 2, partnering. And 1, and stand tall. Keep it, keep the tension. We're gonna do those reverse bicep curls. Tension on, elbows are in. 12, 11, good. 10, 9, oh, the forearm. 8, I don't know about you guys, but boy. 7, 6, 5, 4, belly button in, soft knees. 3, squeeze the glute. 2, and 1. Beautiful. Now I'm going to step back. Beautiful. So we're starting here, tension on, and we come to the hip. Same cues as before, guys. Back, heels up. Watch the position of that front knee. Think about lever length and core demand right here. That's why it's less stable. Feel what's happening. And again, the line between both hands remains horizontal. Think about that too, guys. Integrity of the shoulders. It's important. Horizontal line. Check it. Watch this. It's horizontal all the way up and all the way down. 5. Thinking about it. What's happening, right? 4, face follows, adds that balance challenge. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. In. Nice job, guys. Very good. We're going to have a sip of water, and we're going to have a seat, and we're just going to do a little floor core work. We will be standing back up. Don't you worry. Sip of water. Okay. We are going to do tall, sit, chest lifted, knees and toes softly bent, aiming to the sky. Hinge back, straight back until you feel your engagement here. Arms are forward. Keep the legs from shifting side to side as best you can. Face follows the hand, open and forward. Open and forward. We have 6. 6. 6. Keep that line, do not round. 5, head and neck in line with the spine. 5. Legs not shifting. Be aware. 4. Belly button is bracing. 3, if at any time you feel this in the low back, you can take a break. Shoulders stay down, working on that rotation. 2. Last one. Beautiful. Sitting tall. Awesome job. All right, from there, we're going to be coming to side plank. So, I'm going to modify this with everybody for the moment, but you know what? I am a delicate flower, and I need my towel for my elbow. So, get your padding. For me, it's my knees and my elbows. Total wimp. Total wimp. So, I got my padding, my extra padding. I'm going to lengthen the bottom leg. Top leg, I'm going to push my foot down into the floor to lift. Now, I can squeeze. There's a sensation of squeezing the inner thighs together, and that recruits that bottom glute. Reach for the sky, push the forearm down, that'll recruit the lat. Brace that shoulder line. 10, 9, 8, 7, everything is working. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming down. Excellent. All right, we got the other side. I got my little towel set up here. All right, forearm, aim straight in front. That leg. Up. Here, pushing down, reaching up. Push the whole forearm down into the ground. Push the foot into the ground. Squeeze the thighs together. Feel that bottom glute engage. Feel that bottom lat engage. Reach for the sky and brace that shoulder line. 10, 9, 8, pushing. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And down. Nice job, guys. All right, now, standing up tall. We're going to use one light weight, or a soup can, or your towel. You don't have to have anything big in the hand, doesn't have to be anything weighted, but it's got to be something. You could use up to like a 10-pound, but form is everything, and the fight is going to be to stay tall. All right, so we're dealing with hip extension here, all right? So if we're really tight in the hip flexors from a lot of sitting, it's gonna be tougher to get that nice, line. So you'll end up shortening us and you walk around like this. So I wanna really make sure that we get into that. That's our challenge. So right foot forward to start. We're in our same position, hip width for the feet, heel up in the back. I got the weight in my hand, and I'm just gonna hold it at the end, and we're gonna pass it down. 8. Good. 7, watching that knee in the front. Torso's tall. 6. So we're dealing with hip extension in that back leg. How much flexibility do we have there? 4. 4. Whoa. 3, that was exciting. 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, and step in. Beautiful. Felt that stretch right in through here, and the work all up in through here. It's really good. All right, guys, left foot's forward, hip width. Get that spacing for the feet here. Spacing for the feet. All right, a little bump there, that's better. Back heel is up. Start with this hand, and down. 8, 7, 6. Helps to be really nice and warmed up for this one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Shake it out. Grab that second light weight for me. All right, so we're gonna do another set of front and side raise work. So this is not gonna be heavy weight stuff. Myself, I would not use more than 5s for this if you have your own weights. So just be careful with those shoulders. Standing on the right, left leg lifts, push into the floor so I don't hang in my hip, keep that belly button in. Now we're gonna think on this one, all right? So we're gonna go front with this arm, but we're gonna go side with this. Keep it neat. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Good guys, don't forget about those legs. And 1. Arms at your sides. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Shake it out. Excellent. Standing on the other leg. Soft knee. Get into that foot. Start here. Keep that leg up. Push into the floor on the supporting. We got front raise on. Same side as the knee lift. And side raise opposite. 10. 9. Now, what's going on with core stabilization here? How is our core working? Well, it's bracing us through movement and instability. So you can't really ask any more of the core. You can't ask any more of the core. There's a lot of work going on here. 4. Good job, guys. Keep focusing, breathing. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Arms at your sides. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. All right. taking those light weights or the soup cans or nothing, whatever you guys prefer. We're gonna come to the floor. We're gonna do a little progression. It's gonna be sort of a opposite arm, bird dog, opposite arm, opposite leg progression with the weight. So again, grab your water. And let's bring it to the floor. So, I'm gonna start with the weights under my hands. Now, for the hand that's not gonna be moving, we only really need one weight for this part. But if your wrists are more comfortable holding the other weight to kind of keep more of a fist in line, if it bothers you to have your wrists bent, it's up to you. That's completely whatever's working the best for you here. I'm gonna try to see how it feels with the weights just to start. I might switch it partway through. So same setup as the bear crawls. Hands are gonna be under the shoulders. Knees are gonna be under the hips. Toes are curled under behind. Head and neck in line with the spine. And we are going to push into those feet just to sort of brace. Push into my right hand has no weight. Push into the hand and the left hand not moving anything else. And why would nothing else be moving? Maybe because of core stabilization, right? So 5, I know it's not tough, but keep it stable. Feel the work. Don't let the hips show. Don't let the shoulders show that you're pulling with one hand. 2 more, 2, and 1. Excellent, let's switch hands on that. So, simple, totally modified. And here, 2, 3, 4. I'm on the other arm, guys, just in case you can't see. I'll face this way. We'll start that one. We'll do 8, 7, 6, pushing into that other hand. I do not want winging or hanging in the shoulder blades, right? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Switching hands again. This time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend the other leg long. So, if I'm going to be working with my right, then, or my left hand, then my right leg is going to be extended long. I'm trying to figure out the best way. All right, so I'm going to be checking to make sure that the hips stay square to the floor. Well, you're going to be checking. How am I going to check you guys? I can see. I'll know. Now you're going to give me rows again. We're going to go 10, 9. Same rules, guys. Shoulders are square. Hips are square. Nothing else moves. Push into the hand. Push into the curled toes. 5, 4, 3. No sinking in that shoulder blade. 2, and 1. Beautiful. Whew. Core stabilization through movement. All right, left leg, square the hips to the floor, square the shoulders to the floor. 10, 9, we're going for horizontal, guys, not smiley faces, right? We don't want to arc that leg up. Horizontal line. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Child pose, please. Excellent. Now, we're going to progress this further. If one of the progressions as we go along is where you have to draw the line, then I want you guys to dial it back to where you had control, and you're going to give me another set there. So, left hand's going to be working again. This time, I'm going to come up into plank. Now, if it's too much, guys, seriously, then I want you to stay where we were. So I think I'm going to use the weight for this because no, maybe I won't. All right, feet are going to be a little bit wider here because I want to keep those hips and shoulders completely square to the floor. Push in, and we've got 10, 9, 8, belly button up, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Other side. Hands under the shoulders. If you get tired, guys, I don't want to find out that the shoulders are back here and you're pushing into the hands like that. Keep them right under. Widen the feet a bit. Push into that other hand. 10, square, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, no heads hanging down, 4, belly button up, 3, 2, and 1, and come down and child pose. Whew. That was awesome. Have a seat. Excellent. I want to do a couple of roll-ups. So we're going to start all the way long with our legs, and I want to sit, if I'm sitting here, I feel my tailbone is aiming straight into the floor or into the ground, right? So I want to actually tuck my tailbone under and aim it towards my feet. So I'm going to pull my belly button in, and I'm going to aim my tailbone under, and I'm going to, with control, come down one vertebra at a time, all the way long. Now we're going to come back up incrementally, just the same. Keep that belly button pulled in, but I don't want to come any further than where we started. So we are going to come up, peeling off to here, shoulders down, and we're going to control the come down. Again, arms up. If you have difficulty getting up, you can try squeezing a block or pillow between the feet, or putting a mini band around the feet and widening against it. That will also create a little added tension, which can help engage the core. If that doesn't work, you can always put a light weight in your hands, and although that might seem like it would make it tougher, it actually will modify by giving a little added momentum to the end of that lever as you come up. 2 more. One more. And come on down. Excellent. Staying right where we are. We're going to come into bridge. So bending the knees, pushing the feet into the ground. Make sure that you're not feeling it in the top of the thighs as we do the bridges, guys, okay? So we're not lifting the rib cage and doing shoulder lifts or shoulder press, shoulder stands. We're making sure that the hips are where the action is occurring, not the low back. All right? So push into those heels, securing the fact that the glute is lifting and lowering with a little help from hammies. 8, 7, got it myself, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Please come in. Beautiful. We'll rock side to side. And come on up. Let's do clamshell. Just work that outer thigh a bit. So we're here. Now guys, I've talked about clamshells before. If you put your fingers like in a little like pincher claw kind of a thing here, and you put it right on the hip, right on the top of the hip so you can feel, and then you open up, it can help ensure that you don't allow the hip to then face up, which takes away the exercise. So if we put here, and we're not sinking, and we would never sag in this, correct? Never. So we are pushing into the forearm. 9, and we should feel that burn right there. 8, ankles stay on top of each other. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. I know I'm not being as much of a delicate flower, but I think it's because I'm not in such a long lever. There's not as much pressure on my elbow. So I got my little claw, little pinchers here, and lift. 12, 11, pushing into the arm, bracing that shoulder structure. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. All right, guys, let's do a little stretch. So let's push back into child pose. And, oh, really enjoy that. Oh. Nice. Just come out of it, walk the hands over to the left side, sit back, child pose. Pulling the right hip down, feeling the stretch go along the right side. We did a lot of work there, so this should feel nice. And up through the center to the other side, sitting back. Pull that left hip back. Feel the stretch along the left side. And come out of there. Beautiful. Let's do a little inner thigh here. Nice. Bottom of the feet are together. Lifting my torso, get as tall as I can, while letting the legs relax as close to the floor as I can get them. Nice. All right. Reaching for the toe. From here, guys, I'm going to have my hand and place it on the outside of the knee. Leg in, and reaching for the toes, hand to the knee. It lengthens a little bit more, feels good. Very good. Awesome. Coming to glute. So, back on the back, crossing my left leg over my right thigh. I'm going to lace my fingers behind that right thigh, the bottom leg, and then I'm going to rock towards the right. So you're going to rock towards the side of the bottom leg. Oh, yeah. Nice glute stretch. This feels good. We lucked out, guys. It was a very peaceful Saturday, or a peaceful morning. There's no landscaping, there's no leaf blowing, there's no lawn mowing, there's no cutting and trimming, and there's no dogs barking out here because I locked them inside. So I was safe. But no deliveries must have come because nobody barked. So that was good. That worked out really well. And again, rocking away from that top leg. Nice. Onto our sides. Very important. I want to get the quads. So we're here. If you have a hard time reaching the foot, you can use a band or a towel. That'll help. Keeping the thighs in line with each other. And if you're not feeling the stretch, consider that you may be arching your back a bit. So you want to sort of slight posterior pelvic tilt, a little push forward with the hips, and then that stretch should go back into the thigh. Nice. Other side. Thighs are in line. Pushing the hips forward. Breathing into that. This is going to keep our hip flexors nice and loose. counter all that sitting. Beautiful. Right. I'm going to come up onto my feet and transfer the hands to the thighs. I'm going to spine stretch up and inhale. And I'm going to open to the side and hinge, hamstring stretch, reaching for the floor. Head and the hands hang down. Shake the head no. Nod the head yes. Very nice. Soften the knees. Transfer the hands again. And supported spine stretch up. Inhale. Open up. Nice job, guys. Excellent. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have an awesome 4th of July weekend and you get to spend time with family. So be safe, everybody. I'll see you all soon.